Hi, beautiful Libra. I am some baby. I'm really trying to be um, more gender conscious. Is that it? I realize I may use more of feminine related words because I'm just used to chatting with everybody like, "Yeah, my G, you're my big guy." Like, "You're beautiful, baby." Okay. Even though when I told this to them, let me tell you, even if you're a guy, you're beautiful. Okay. All right, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Welcome to Aries season. Happy spring equinox. Ramadan Mubarak. Congratulations on Pluto entering Aquarius, Mars entering Cancer, Saturn in Pisces. Like, there's a lot of congratulation messages up in here. And I feel like for you, my dear Libra, Aries season is filled with a lot of congratulation messages. Um, a lot of things you've been working on, they're coming into fruition, they're coming together, and like it's going to be happening so fast. I'm hearing leaps and bounds. Like to even take you for surprise because you'll be like, oh, where are all these things I've put in so much so much dedication, I'm not really getting my rewards, and then the rewards just come boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm getting for you. So Aries season, don't stress yourself, make yourself pretty. I just went to apply my lip balm after finishing Virgo's Naughty Virgo's um, report. Make sure you watch the reading for your rising sign, your moon sign, and your sun sign. Okay, so you can have a 360-degree. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for leaving a comment if this video resonates. Thank you for liking this video. And let's jump into your Aries season report. So Aries season is like you are familiar with this because it's your opposite energy. It's the energy you mirror when you are truly yourself, or should I say, you've learned this energy, so you're able to take some of the energy when you really need to be yourself. Yeah, I know Libras, we're all about diplomacy, we're all about, we try to put the other person's interest, we try to consider the other person's interest. But then we can't do that if we don't even realize that the other person is a unique individual, which is where Aries energy is. Aries energy is very self-directed. But in moments where we've gone out of balance, then that's where we can harness Aries energy, which is a mirror sign, opposite sign. We can harness the energy to pull us back into balance where we've gone into over giving, over pouring. Then we can pull it back to help us harness and to help us like come into this place of centeredness and knowing that we can pour, we don't, that we have to love ourselves before we can actually love. We can't pour from an empty cup. We have to fill our own cup before it's now the overflowing part then that we can pour into that. But if our cup is empty, there's nothing for us to share with others. You get me, baby? Okay, so let's, and then we 2023, the nodes are switching from Taurus and Scorpio and moving into Aries and Libra, and there's going to be a lot more emphasis on self-interest, but not from a selfish way, but it's just more from any way you've been codependent on others for sustenance, codependent on others for recognition, codependent on others for emotional safety, codependent on others for security, for validation. There are going to be furious changes in that because the nodes, so the south node is going to be in Libra, and the north node is in Aries. So there are going to be serious changes, right? That is going to force us to, as a collective body, to focus more on, okay, what is good for me? How can I show up as myself? How can I be secure in myself? How can I validate myself? How can I provide for myself? Knowing that when I do so, I'll have more than enough to share with the collective. Okay? Alright, so let's see, what's the overall energy for my beautiful Libras in Aries season? So first card out of the deck, weave together the crown you deserve. As a so I like, nobody can pour into you if you've not poured into you. Nobody can give to you what you've not given yourself. If you've not nurtured yourself, nobody can nurture you because you won't even know how you need to be nurtured. If you've not nourished yourself, nobody can nourish you, because you don't even know what you need to feel nourished. You don't know what nourishment really means to you. And as I said, we are moving into Aries season, so it's no more about the general society's way of doing it. It's now very, very personalized. I think I was I tweeted maybe sometime in Capricorn season, I can't remember, maybe Libra season. Okay, it's also the switch. So now you've already started swaying it. People are moving from the fake aesthetic body to having being more natural. That's just Aries Libra. So Libra is more about beauty, about making balance, harmony, having the aesthetics. But Aries is like, nah, this is me. I could be slim, no booty, no boobs, and I'm still fine as fuck. I don't need to be hourglass shaped to feel sexy. I don't need to have a shelf body to feel sexy. It could be as flat as a loaf of bread and it's still fine. So that's where we're having. So the overall energy shifting from external judgment, external validations of beauty to internal validations of beauty. So that's why, yeah, I've been advising a lot of clients I read for, like, don't bother going for cosmetic surgery. You think everybody is having this shape now. Just give it some months. And you start saying in the public saying, oh no, we don't want that. We don't like girls that look like that. We rather want people that are natural. So work on yourself, go to the gym. Okay, so your message, weave together the crown you deserve. Like, if a situation isn't working for you, speak up about it. If something is not right for you, speak up about it. If you don't like the way you look, work on it. But Aries season is giving you the fire to actually like put yourself first and really, really, before you ask someone else to give you what you want, before you ask someone else to love you, how can you love you? Before you ask someone else to take care of you, how can you take care of you? Before you ask someone else to provide for you, how have you provided for yourself? So Aries season is going to teach you to like pick up for yourself, stand up for yourself, but not in a way that is still waiting, that is still relying on external resources filling your cup, right? So it's just more of, you know what you need, so you're going to be giving yourself what you need. So if you've been wanting your partner to take you on dates, you're going to stop waiting and you're going to start taking yourself on those dates. If you've been wanting your partner to buy you properties, you're going to stop waiting on your partner. You're going to start having the conversations and you're going to start looking at properties you can invest in. Because once you do that, you kickstart the process in the universe. Because remember, it's not just your partner. The universe is acting through everyone around you. So the more you treat yourself with kindness, with grace, with love, the more you pour into yourself, the more you send signals back to the universe that I know I'm deserving of this, so I'm giving it to myself. I know I'm deserving of peace, so I'm making sure I'm at peace with myself. So I'm taking myself out of situations that steal my peace. I know I'm deserving my love, so I'm cutting off relationship and alliances with people that don't see my worth and don't appreciate the love I give. They may see it, but they may not be able to appreciate it, right? So I'm doing all of those. So I'm going to love myself. So I'm going to show myself love so that someone who loves me can come towards me and be able to see and receive, and not just even see and receive. The person will be able to give and I'll be able to receive, so that it's an equal exchange, right? But Aries season is really, 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 really just about going after what you deserve and being clear with yourself and putting yourself in the right space. So from your look, how do you feel? How does your look make you feel? Do you need to switch up your wardrobe? Does your wardrobe make you feel as luxurious as you wish, as you know you are? Because you know, see, we are all, the second card out of the deck is, we're all just stardust. We are not, as I say, like, this human form is like the densest part of us. So imagine, like, not just imagine, you're actually like stars. You're made of stardust. You're made of nitrogen, oxygen, helium, hydrogen. Then when those chemicals, when those elements are packed tightly, then they are condensed, then they become material that can be felt, that can be touched. That's why I can touch my flesh like this. But my flesh is like the most dense part of me, is the most restricted part of me, right? Beyond, extending beyond this, my flesh, it's my aura, my spirit body, my soul. It's inner, it's immaterial. So understanding that it's immaterial, then my focus is not going to be on this flesh. My focus is not going to be on the physical. My focus is going to be on my inner world. How does my soul feel? Do I feel comfortable with myself? Is there any way I'm deluding myself? Is there any way I've been deceiving myself? Is there any way I need to take care of me? Instead of waiting for someone else to take care of me, do I need to buy something for myself instead of waiting for someone else to come buy it for me? Do I need to take myself someplace? Do I need to treat myself in a certain way? Do I need to start speaking to myself kindly instead of waiting for someone else to speak kindly to me? Do I need to speak up for myself instead of waiting to be acknowledged? Instead of waiting to be honored? How can I honor myself? Right? Because now you understand that you're not this flesh waiting to be felt, waiting to be touched, waiting to be seen. The majority part of you, the true part of you, is unseen, is immaterial, is the stardust. So knowing that you are the stars, so just imagine like you are the same as those stars up in the air, up in the sky, like those billions of stars. And it's not just you, it's every human. So that really that helps you. How will I put it? I know if you've smoked weed, you know the feeling of being expansive. If you've also done DMT, you know the feeling of being expansive. And I'm not suggesting or encouraging drug use or abuse in this channel. Just to clarify, I'm just trying to give you an example, because what those drugs, what they do, what those substances do, even mushrooms, what they do is they take you out of your body. So you actually really see yourself as being more than this body, as your body. So imagine like you're distilling crude oil, or you're distilling, I'm trying to look for the easiest example I can use. So imagine like you're off filtering. I feel like going to go get a bottle of oil, but imagine how the solute will, how the substance will settle, and then the solvent will be above, right? That's just the way you are. So that solvent is really your soul, it's really your spirit. Is not dense like the solute, like the matter. So when you know that, then you know that what you want, it's not out of reach, it's not too much, it's not impossible. There's actually nothing that is impossible, because there is even no such word. Because as long as there can be stars in the skies that are billions of light years away from us and you can see them, and the sun is crazy far away and so big far away, and you can see it and you can feel it. So imagine your impact, how it can be felt. Imagine all what you're worth, that it doesn't even have to be material, but more than like feeding your soul. How if you can feed, I don't know why I feel like I have to emphasize that you need to feed your, take your focus away from the materials, take your focus away from the aesthetics, and really dive into Aries season. Is really going to pull you away from the aesthetics. Is good, it's good to look nice, it's good to, because when you look nice you feel good. But if it's just surface level, then you're not doing the inner work. And Spirit is saying this Aries season, you're going to have the opportunity to have your prayers answered. But if you're if you're praying from a place of not being true to yourself, if your prayers are so dependent on, oh God, send me this person to do this thing, no, oh God, make this thing possible for me, however it best serves me, however it best aligns with me, then every season is going to come to clear that out, right? I'm being held to show you my star pendant. We are all just, we are stars. So don't think anything is impossible. I'm also being led to tell you to caution the pronouncements you make on yourself in Aries season. Every word that comes after I am is life, is affirming. So either it has deleterious negative effects or it has positive effects. That's on you. But every word you speak affects and shapes your reality. Like every season is just going to show you how magical you truly are. Like if you believe that you're worthy of love, then you start seeing yourself as worthy of love. Then you start attracting loving energies in different ways and different forms. That's what I'm just sharing. If you see it, if you believe it, then you start seeing it in your external reality. That's just it. Okay, self. Oh wow. Okay, let's see. Is there any final word for my beautiful Libras for? Okay, so do the work. Do the work, baby. Do the work. Okay? Do the work. Don't just say it. Do you really want it? So, first card, weave the crown you deserve. You have to do the work. Nobody's going to. You deserve it, but if you don't even do it for yourself, how will you even show that's what you want? And then, final message. Oh. You have to do the work, baby. You can't just keep tilling the soil. You have to plant the seed. You have to plant the seed. You can't just be preparing. You have to start planting the seed. You can't just keep waiting for, oh, okay, when my husband or wife appears, then I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to start investing in myself. Then I'm going to start investing in my business. Then I'm going to go after that education. Then I'm going to go after building that entrepreneurial venture. Then I'm going to start, when I'm my partner, then I'm going to start traveling around the world. Then I'm going to start taking myself on exits. Then I'm going to start going on this. No, it has to start with you. Like, start doing those things you want now. That's where doing the work comes in. So if you feel like you can't afford the trip, then how can you afford it? Stop waiting for someone else to come pay for it for you. If you feel like you can't take yourself on nights, it's why. If you feel like you can't take yourself shopping, why? If you feel like you can't be good to yourself, why? So doing the work means digging deep, yes, one, and unearthing all the false things that's making you feel like you don't deserve to treat yourself good. Someone else has to come treat you good. Like you feel like you don't deserve to take care of yourself. That's doing the work. That's step one. Then step two is now realizing, oh, you can actually take care of yourself. Then actually doing so. There's a difference between realizing you can and then actually putting your back into it and really doing it. So if you want someone to be good to you, how are you good to yourself? Do you keep your promises to yourself? Are you disciplined? Are you focused? Do you go after your goals? Do you keep your promises to yourself? Do you discipline yourself? Do you maintain your boundaries? Do you keep healthy boundaries? Do you cut off attachments? Do you cut off draining habits and behaviors? If you are not doing those things for yourself, then you're simply going to continue to attract people and not going to do those things for you because you're still in that frequency. Okay, that's my cue. Like I've done so much. Okay, love. That's your message for Aries season. So, okay. Let's see. Should I put a final card for them? Let's see. Let's see. Spirit, is there any final message for my beautiful Libra? So help them just tie everything together. Any immediate next steps for them to take after watching this video? you don't give to yourself what you want, then nobody else can give it to you. You have to give it to yourself first. And then that sends a signal into the universe. Oh, she wants this now. Okay, let's start bringing up situations in which she gets this. But she has to go for it first. If you don't stretch her in the direction of what you want, then the universe is just not doesn't what do you want? The universe knows what is good for you, but you have to go towards what you want. Okay, let's see. Is there a final message for my beautiful? Okay, okay. So first of all, don't hate on others. You can't stay and be envious that someone is getting treated nicely or someone is being cared for or pampered and not you. But you're not. Are you pampering yourself? Like this is the story of, if I remember the Bible very well, this is the story of Jesus and Mary Magdalene washing his feet with very expensive oil. And one of the disciples was like, "Oh, why is she wasting the money that she could donate to the temple? Why is she wasting to use oil to wash your feet?" And Jesus is saying, let her do what pleases or something like that. But anyways, the message spirit's telling me to give you from this is that don't envy how others are being treated if you're not willing to treat yourself the same way. If you don't treat, like if Jesus didn't treat himself, you think Mary Magdalene would think he was worthy of having his legs washed with oil? Really, baby? Spirit is saying if you don't treat yourself nicely, then you can't attract situations or people that will treat you nice. So it all starts with you. It all starts with you. And there's still really the energy is very heavy of comparison. Don't compare yourself to any other person. The second card, the second card out of the deck is showing different trees. One is a perennial, one is biannual, one is deciduous. So while the perennial, evergreen, it always has its leaves green, but it doesn't have flowers, or neither does it bear fruit. But then there's another plant which bears flowers, but it never bears flowers all through the year. And then there's the one that is always blooming, but it never bears fruit. And then there's the tree that loses all its leaves. But when spring comes, it starts growing leaves and flowers, and then the flowers turn into fruits by summer. And by autumn, you can by autumn you can harvest. So spirit is saying everybody, as even as much as we're all stardust, even if as much as we are all one, because the truth is we are all one. Everything outside from you generally comes from you. But that's a topic for another video. Okay. But we are all still different. We have different experiences. Like our realities are different. So don't go hating on anyone. Don't go comparing yourself to anyone. Comparison is the thief of joy. Hold on to that for Aries season. Comparison is the thief of joy. So if you feel someone has it better than you, that's just your your spirit trying to pull attention to you, that how are you not treating yourself? Because you may think that person has it better than you, but you don't know that person's life. You've never lived a day in their life. So how can you treat yourself better? Right? Okay, I think I've talked too much for you guys. That's your energy report for Aries season. If this message resonated, please leave a comment. Let me know, okay? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please visit the link in the description box below. I would really love to read your energy, because, and if you'd like to plan ahead, please book your year ahead guidance, okay? It's always nice when you book in Aries and then you have like for Aries all through Pisces season. But anytime you book in there, I'll always still do a 12 months reading for you. But it's always nice when you're able to do like a complete cycle overview. Alright, baby. I love you. See you soon. Bye.